indicator spikes. I'm always using scrap metal and shit, like extra shit I get, and I didn't realize these. Oh, they are solid. Like shit like this. Like these are those landscaping spikes to make markings. Like it sounds crazy, right? All that shit, like good for some. Fucking melt it all down and make a weight bar, like a weight brick out of it, and set it on your front end somewhere. You got a ton of little brackets. These pieces, super heavy duty, but I don't know. I always keep scrap. That was just sitting on the floor in at the house. But what I'm saying is, I don't know. All that stuff gets used. I stripped down CAIN last night. Got it up on all fours. Got it stripped. I got to do all the upgrades. There's a lot of shit I got to do. I was like, oh yeah, I'm gonna bust a car. It's gonna look so cool. It will look different, but it's not gonna look as different as you think it would. Not like crazy different, but it'll be nice. There was a few things I had to do to it that were like very small maintenance things. Like I'm gonna end up doing an oil change and shit. I had already done a plug chop and swap, check the old plugs after a pull, gap some new ones, put them in, did a pull check, blah blah blah. But I'm gonna get this thing ready for August 2nd. Shoot some videos so I can make a cool video about it. And then we'll just see where we end up. All the upgrades should be really good for this car. It was doing really good before. I just feel like at that power level, because of all the torque, it was somewhat limited as far as I didn't have the chassis set up the way I wanted. This actually came together and I have everything for the chassis now. So we'll see. We'll see how this goes. It's definitely moving from a super cheap budget car to, you know, just a budget build to not necessarily a budget build, just what you need to, oh, I spent a little too much money to, well, now it's just an expensive ass car. So we'll see how this goes. I don't want to show you guys CAIN though until I have it done. So I'm looking at, like some of the way some of the stuff's bolted up, I'm going to change to riv nuts, because there's like bolts that pass through the chassis, or like sheet metal screws holding like small stuff. We had some clearance issues on the shifter that was causing it to shift really shitty. That's why in some of the videos I was having like TPS cuts, which is just a shitty eBay TPS, but then I was having shifting issues because I didn't realize that the shifter arm was touching the fucking intercooler piping, and I have some thick ass couplers and won't let it move, so it was like keeping it from fucking moving. There's some weight in certain areas I'm taking out. There's weight in certain areas I'm adding in. There's movement in areas I'm trying to limit. Some beauty stuff, all that. So I'll show you guys at least what it looks like right now.
That was the last time you see him.
Yep. So CAIN will be back in about, well, technically from today, I'd say 4 days. So we'll give it 5 or 6. 5 or 6 days to be done. Everything's here. I'm starting right now, and we'll see how this goes. So CAIN will be back on the road at the end of the week, ready for August 2nd, and then moving towards just, you know, any other call outs, grudge match races, track testing, dyno, this, that. Same thing we're doing with all the other cars, all the R&D pushing the stock motors. I think I'm the only one doing anything with these bases out here. Like, as far as, I would throw the Type S cams in it, but I kind of want to push it full base until I'm done to the point where I'm like, okay, I give up, whether we go fast or not. But then at least at that point I can say I tried, versus just going once or twice and then throwing cams in it and it not being a base anymore. Some of the stuff I never showed you guys, like the heat protection stuff, I got like everywhere. Try to keep it clean. You guys see this stuff, but now you see it better. Took the gauge off the rail because it's going on the reg. I got to make a bracket for it. We were going to mount it to one of the OEM shock mount holes. after I cut this off because we have the EK style mount over here. But I think I'm gonna end up welding this up. I'm touching up a couple nasty parts of the bay, just sanding and cleaning. Probably make a bracket off this to hold the fuel pressure reg. The turbo is getting changed. We are going to different injectors. This car is getting a lot of changes, but right now we're gonna do all the stuff we have. That's what I do, is I buy all my cheap shit over the months, and then I'll put it together, and then I'll get like my next set of upgrades and put it together, and then when I'm ready I'll do it. So just keep going. This was the issue with it hitting the intercooler pipe. I cut it in the car, like with the pipe right here, just so I could like verify if that was the issue, and it cleared it, but it's still touching, so I need to snip the end of the weight off. I fucking bent this bitch, grabbed it and fucking bent it when we went out racing one night, and it jammed up the shifter. I don't know if it fucking fucked with the linkage area back here or whatever. But it's fine. It's just that night I was like, oh, bent it back. I was like, oh shit, don't be bending shit. Anyways, took the sticker off the manifold. I can't wait to show you guys. We got a bunch of dope shit, but as of right now, you don't see one upgrade other than you see some in that box right there. But yep. All right, I'll keep shooting B-roll and I'll let you guys know how it goes. And yep. Yes sir, smoking cigarettes. Yep.
Know it.
Where's the other cigarette?
The little piece one? You smoked it? Did you smoke that one?
All right, I'm gonna get to it. I'll talk to you guys later.